And welcome back. It's your man Warrior, and I am having one heck of a day. I love a new character. His name's Lando Calrissian. I'm sure you guys have seen some awesome videos online of him kicking major butt. But obviously, the higher you go, the more characters you develop, and the more versatile your teams can become. And I'm doing Galactic War now, and of course, we all know through my previous videos that Galactic War is finally broken for me after I got over 40,000, about 40,700, 40,600, somewhere around there. And I know results vary with other people, but the first or the last two nodes are now super easy. So I really only have 10 battles. And of those 10 battles, the only two that are even of any challenge anymore because of my character strength is Battle Node 6 and Battle Node 9. But I finally got Lando Calrissian up there. He's gear 11, and I've got his abilities almost maxed out. I think I still have to get his basic up from level 6 to level 7. And of course, I'm just starting to get Omega material. So I don't have any of my characters' abilities Omega'd, except for two characters' basics that I wanted to use. But so I don't have his AoE. But Lando Calrissian in Galactic War makes Galactic War fun. I'll show you what I mean. A lot of people use tanks, or they have multiple tanks. They do a two-tank situation, or they'll have two tanks and a healer. And it seems like the game just really knows how to pick characters that are going to give you hell when you're going through Galactic War. And I'm just having so much fun with this new team. I know that the meta has shifted, the meta being that the characters people are using. It has shifted towards AoE characters on the highest end servers. I know some of those high end servers are using the Wedge Biggs combos or the Landos, and because of that, I figured I better embrace Lando. And so anyway, I just wanted to do a couple of battles and just show you how much fun it is when you start to get some of these higher end AoE characters. And again, he's not completely maxed out, and his gearing or his mods aren't that good. I need to go through and get some quality mods for Lando Calrissian, but I just, this morning, I've already done 4 battles, and you can see they've been touched a little bit, but not too bad. Now, I still have a healer base. I have Barriss. Obviously, Barriss as my leader, I love because everybody heals every single turn they take. And Luminara is a phenomenal attacker when she's maxed out, as well as a phenomenal healer, even though she's not classified as such. And then I have Qui-Gon, because obviously Qui-Gon, he removes turn meter on his basic now that I have it Omega'd. It's one of the few abilities I was able to get Omega'd early on. So I've got that Omega'd, meaning I've used 5 Omega shards, and he can get a 65% chance to take away 30% turn meter, which is awesome. The other thing, of course, is every other turn he's calling an assist, and the person who assists is going to do 75% more damage. And any of these people doing 75% more damage is pretty crazy. I've seen my Barriss hit now for almost 6,000, which I used to call her a wet noodle, with the way she struck. And then, of course, I've got Lando and I've got Jedi Knight Anakin at the bottom. They both have an AoE, but Lando's is very unique. Again, I don't remember them saying they reworked him in the last few months, but they had to have, because he is just a brute. And again, I don't even have him at 7-star. I only have him at 6-star, and I'm working to get him 7-starred. But just check this out. This is just ridiculous fun. Something to look forward to if you don't have these characters. If you have these characters, then you already know what I'm talking about. But again, this is just the evolution, so I am just going to have a little bit of fun, take my time. Now watch this Lando. I only need 2 critical hits on all these 5 characters, which is statistically going to happen 100% of the time. And then he gets to use this ability next turn. It instantly resets the cooldowns. So I got crits on all of them. So let's do Barriss. And then here's another AoE, of course, and that works pretty dang good as well. I don't have either one. Their AoEs that they both have, you really should use your Omega ability, because it gives them far more damage on their AoE. And of course, if you want to get the maximum AoE damage, that's the way to do it. So here Lando gets to do it again. I just need 2, and he destroyed him. Plus, not only does he get to do it again, but instantly with no cooldown, but he gets 100% more damage. So he did over 10,000 on that, and I don't even have him completely maxed out, modded out, or Omega'd. That's pretty insane. That's fun to watch. So it's just making, anyway, Galactic War a lot of fun. You can see how quickly I am decimating these teams. It's just something to look forward to for sure, and definitely as the meta shifts, you guys are going to want to embrace it. Now, I do want to speak on that. I got a lot of people who are saying, oh, well, the meta's changing all the time. Who should I be developing? So a couple of things. First off, if you chase the meta, you're going to be left behind partially. So, it's constantly changing. I know people that are just now starting to finish the development of Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan was so last 2 months ago in the meta. But he's still a phenomenal character all the way around. So, he's just a great leader. He's a great character. So what you've got to do is really just decide what are some of the top 20 characters regardless of meta. What characters long term are going to suit you, are going to be the best for your scenario. And if you're a free to play player, your selection is going to go down, which makes the decision making a little bit easier because you don't have to worry about, all of those Chromium exclusives that are, and not only that, anyway, the Chromium exclusives are getting all of them eventually moved over to somewhere to farm. They do that. They bring them out exclusively as a way to make money, and then of course they bring them out, such as this last month they brought out the B2, which was a Chromium exclusive, now is farmable. Wedge, now farmable. And then they also did Kit Fisto, now farmable. All three in the Cantina battles. But what I want to say is have fun, first of all. Just have fun with this. Just have a good time. And if you're stressing or anxious, or you're not doing it right, this should be fun. This should be a good time. You should develop characters that you like, characters that you want, and there are a lot of very, very good characters. Now, if you go over to the character set, like I said, I have almost all of them by now. You can see some of the characters that I've picked up. Now, some of these are phenomenal, like Rey, Orlando, Geonosian Soldier, Jedi Knight Anakin, Sunfac, Admiral Akbar. These are Barriss. These are Qui-Gon Jinn. I mean, there's a ton of these. Alea Sakura, I got her early on in a Chromium pack opening when I first started, and I've developed her. She's been reworked recently. Her stun actually works. It's pretty amazing. But then you can go down to the bottom and you can see there's characters that I don't really mess with. One, I just got Dengar, but so you look like Clone Sergeant or Tusken Raider, General Veer's Night Sister, Plo Koon. Now, some of these characters are good. I mean, they're okay. Like Plo Koon is, he's a good character. He's not a bad character. But I wouldn't put him in the top 20 best characters in the game. And so I would really focus your energy on those absolute best characters that you can get your hands on. Excuse me. Oh, man. All right. So anyway, definitely I just suggest you figure out the characters that you, A, like the best, and B, characters that you have fun with and that you can get your hands on pretty easily. So characters that are in all of the stores, find those characters that you like the best, farm them up, get them to 7-star, and then, farm in the Cantina, make a priority list of who you want to farm out of the Cantina battles and get them. One of the first characters I got on my other account, which is now a level 55, is Geonosian Soldier, and then the second one is my Luminara, and then I'll be working on Captain Phasma. There's just some staples that will never go away. They're great characters. They'll always be great characters. Those are the ones I suggest you focus on. Again, I've got tons of videos. You can look at them all, and I'm going to be making more. But I just wanted to speak on that as far as the meta. Don't stress about the meta. Just have fun. This is just supposed to be a fun game. So don't worry about if you're farming the right or wrong characters. If you like Cad Bane, get Cad Bane if that's the character you like. He's a scoundrel. You'll use him. He's easily farmable. There's a bunch of cool things about his rework recently with his extended 25% plus damage. So just biggest thing, have fun, pick the characters you want, but also note that there are just some really all-around great characters that will always be viable. They will always be usable. You'll want to focus on those types of characters. So I'm going to do one more battle and then I'll be out of here for the day. And honestly, I've got slots with Barriss and Luminara, and I'm at the point now where I don't even know if I need healers anymore with these teams. They're just so destructive. And the other thing with AoE that's ridiculously fun is Yeah, let's do him. Is you don't have to worry about tanks because tanks obviously. Wow, almost 13,000 damage. That was pretty fun. Is tanks obviously have always been an issue when you're playing in the game, and with AOE it really doesn't matter. You don't have the worry about tanks because it just hurts everybody. Just like Leia goes dark. She, I can't take her out right now, but I can. I just need AOE. And of course, Obi-Wan is excellent. I told you earlier that people chased him for a while, and then of course, now the meta is showing different characters, but it doesn't matter because Obi-Wan is very, very important. He's a great character. And I'm not going to use his AoE this time. I think I'll save that for the next round, even though I could probably get 2 criticals. It's a 50-50 chance with 2 characters that you'll get both or not both. That should be death. Oh, almost death. So anyway, I hope you like my videos. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share. I have videos on how to use training bots effectively, how to farm for gear. Everyone says, oh, farming for gear is a no-brainer. We all know how to do that. You do, but there are strategies. There is a right and a wrong way to farm gear. I've got some of the stores and which characters you should be farming at certain stores. I had a request for the arena, so I think I'm going to do the arena next and see what you should be farming out of that and make a video on that. And then, of course, I'll have more mod videos that are specific to characters. I'm a little conflicted as to who to start with. I obviously want to have characters modded properly, and I'm still at the point where I don't have a ton of really phenomenal mods, but I can tell you at least what you should probably have on each character, so I'll do that. And as always, if you check out my old videos, just like them, subscribe them. If you leave a comment, I do my very best to comment below. I appreciate it. If you're going to take the time to say something to me, I will take the time to try to respond and say something back to you guys. I really appreciate your day. Have a wonderful day, and as always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.